Hello everyone and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week, it's just me, please let me know if I'm a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want me to be fairly loud and the game should be just barely audible. If there are any recommendations that you would like to provide, please feel free to do so. We want the stream to be just perfect for you. Did I already talk about BSIP? What? Damn, you got me. Fuck. Shit, fam. I got wrecked. Let's see. Who do we got here? We actually got a lot of people today. Oh my god. Hey there, Lusath. Hey there, Turgtoss. Stelski. Good to see you here. Cry Havoc. You've been pretty active today. I can dig it. Chiazum. Did I say that right? I don't know. Will I just have to get an invite to accept into the game? No, because that doesn't work anymore, because you have to be on my friends list to receive an invite. That's the worst part about Steam. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask everyone to join the Steam group chat, and from there I will provide a lobby link, or you can just get the lobby link from the Discord, or the lobby link from, you know, my original post on Twitch chat. Sounds good so far. Thank you, Turgtoss. Thank you, Notestar. Cry Havoc, you are too kind. Let you in the call? Yeah, sure, I can use some help. This week is really big. Let's see. I think I joined Discord? I don't know. Get in here.
Fucking got him, boys. I fucking got him.
I got destroyed. I don't know what to do with my life anymore, man. I should just quit.
Man, you got done up. What's poppin'? New whip just hopping? After the Flex Stockton?
Yeah, not much going on. But like, goddamn, we got like 16 people or 15 people today? We got 15 people. That's more than I expected.
Wait, what? Shit, I'm not gonna stick around for this whole thing.
Be my guest and leave. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I just came in from a run. Fucking, I'm gonna need a shower and shit.
Alright, well, chill as long as you want to. So it looks like the audio's good. Is Kenji too loud or too quiet by any chance? Kenji, say a thing.
SoundCloud.com/KenTheG, you know what it is. Brah, brah.
Okay. Kenji's volume is good. Alright, cool. He's slightly more quiet than you. Yeah, I turned him up just a notch, so hopefully
I can move my mic closer to me.
Yeah, I mean, either one works. Kenji be good? Okay, cool. Everyone says it's all good. We're gonna go ahead. Let's get this over here. Alright everyone, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. What we do here is we match you up against a relatively even opponent when we can, and then provide constructive criticism on your play. We won't tell you everything that's wrong with your play, but we will tell you stuff to keep in the back of your mind while you're playing next time, and also the core issues that are involved in your gameplay so we can, you know, fix one major issue at a time. So hopefully the plan is like you come back every week, and we give you a little bit more advice, and you start just kind of wiping out problem after problem. until we don't have anything to complain about anymore. With me today is Kenji, the wisest person regarding Skullgirls probably ever, but at least in
no,
this Discord.
that's Lightning Saber Flash. First of all, so never besmirch the man's name again. All right.
Yo, LSF's advice applies to any fighting game. All right, he's the wisest fighting game player of all time.
It's very true. He's the greatest mind that the FGC has ever seen. And I'm only half joking.
It's true. All right, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first match of the evening is going to be Turg Toss versus Cry Havoc. I don't know why Chiasm is here.
Yeah, kick that.
Not supposed to be here. Kick it? Okay, give me a second.
I don't want him like readying up and then just like waste like 11 hours of our fucking life trying to figure out like the lobby broke or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. Chiasm, we will invite you. Up.
Yeah, man. So you play that Super Baby 2 sequel to Super Baby?
I did not, but I heard Baby is it's pretty exciting. It's really unique because of all the projectile shenanigans.
He's fucking cool. Yeah, he's fucking cool as hell. Yeah,
That's
he's
awesome.
hard. He's hard though. Also, like he's hard to use.
Oh, legit. So you have to earn it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like not similar to Roshi, but just like in that regard is that he's not like a super pick up and play character like the vast majority of the cast is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Okay, so we got a full BNB on Cry Havoc. We got the attempted reversal at Turk Toss. I respect it. I think that was a good thing to test out. I don't think that's necessarily a mistake. If it becomes a habit, then I know that you're doing more than just testing it out. You're just kind of throwing supers out of panic. So I think you're fine so far. Okay.
I don't think that's the right beginner BNB though, right? I think it's weird that he's just doing it in that order. Oh wait, no. Okay, this looks right. Never mind. Yeah, he's just fucking up the timing because you got to do incredibly slight delays to make sure that you can hit lights on the restand of that third ground string.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would not know.
It's not like it's not anything I'd call a delay. It's just like, yo, be a little bit slower on lights. Like, calling it a
Pace
delay,
yourself.
like you're like, yeah. It's just you can't do it literally as fast as possible. That's the only fucking caveat.
Mm-hmm. Alright, pick it up with a counter hit. We are able to get 2 strings and get the kill.
If you want to make
First
that BNB easier and you lose like, I think less than 100 damage, you can just do stand jab instead of crouch short, and it'll be easier. And then you can just use stand short in the ending string. Excuse me, I'm burping.
There you go. Those guys who are not familiar with the short, roundhouse, etc. notation, just look up Street Fighter buttons.
I'll flip.
Yeah.
I've been playing Street Fighter, man.
That's good. You've been wanting to play that game for a hot minute, and it's kind of
Yeah,
cool that
it's
you're
fun.
finally getting into it.
It's fun. I missed playing Street Fighter, but it kind of
Fair
sad
nature.
that there's like it has like hard execution requirements, especially just in hit confirming
Mhm.
and shit. But like, it really feels like the game's just giving it to you because like that 3-frame buffer is so generous on
Oh, is it?
everything. So
Oh.
like, yeah, so there's no hard links, right? The hardest link's 3 frames, which anyone can do by mashing.
So is that only in 5 and not in 4?
Yeah, it's only
That's
4
why
has
5
3
felt so much easier. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a 3-frame buffer on everything.
That's so nice. I mean, like, it kind of it simplifies everything, obviously, but like, I understand now why like picking up the game was just so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, to be like, 4 had some ridiculous execution shit, but like because of that, you could do some like really sick shit, right? Like there's walking 720s. Like if you're good, you know, there's like 1-frame links, unplinkable 1-frame links because you could plink with the select button. Except for yeah, but like you have to like remap your controller essentially. And then if it was like short, I think, yeah, it was short, you couldn't, like, it was unblinkable, so, like, a 1-frame link into short would be, like, actually 1 frame, and shit like that. And I mean, like, a 1-frame link and a plinked 2-frame, like, plink is not, like, appreciably much easier, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get you.
So, like, that shit was really cool.
Yeah. Good time.
I don't know, you know me, I'm a fan of execution requirements.
Yeah, you definitely like the physical barrier.
Yeah. especially because like, especially with Street Fighter, like you can really run a range. Like the skill floor is pretty low. As far as fighting games go, all fighting games have a pretty high skill floor compared to like most video games. But like, you know, if you like really didn't want to do anything like hard, you could literally like just play Guile or some shit, and Guile has hard shit, so like you'd learn to do hard shit, but Guile's like mainly about decision making, right? Or like you could play a really really basic Ryu, you know, or something. But then if you wanted like just execution requirement shit, you know, you could play like Oni or Sakura or fucking like evil Ryu, and like, but you still had to play like Street Fighter, you know what I mean? Like, I thought the game was cool. The game had problems for sure, but like, I like that game a lot.
Alright, well, speaking of problems, I noticed that Turkos is having a really hard time trying to get in here.
Yeah, I mean, he's not IADing ever. He's not, like, really doing anything, like, fast. He's just playing too slow is the problem.
That's what I was thinking, like, because I saw a lot of walking, a lot of, like... at first it looked like it was minute adjustments to, like, get under the fireball, but, like, seriously, you just gotta dash a bit more. Remember, you can always crouch cancel your dash, so if you want to make fine-tuned movements, dash and then down back, and then it'll just stop moving on the ground. And if you are in the air, then obviously definitely you should be IADing. The one time you threw out an IAD a few moments ago, you were really, really high up, and that implies your IAD execution was a little bit slow. Just honestly go into the lab and practice it. Just press like up forward and then light punch, medium punch on the same frame, like very, very soon afterwards, and you'll just get the fastest possible IAD.
Yeah, I mean, like judging from like what he's doing, it looks like he's in that like learning comfortability phase, because like, so he has a few ideas, right? Like he's doing really slow, like non-instant air dash into heavy punch, and he's doing, when he thinks he's close enough, he's doing crouching light kick. Sorry, I had to readjust my fucking vocabulary. And then when he's like a little bit farther away, he's doing H hairball, like to approach. And like these are all basic, like, you know, these are all like your basic Philly ideas, right? Especially in matchups like this where there's no assist.
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is like he doesn't know when to do them. If you see that, like he's whiffing a lot of like short. You know what I mean? Like right there. This is like the 7th time he's done it in this match, because he has no idea, like, or he has an idea, but he just doesn't know, like, oh, you actually have to be like in their fucking pocket, right? Like close range means really close range for Philia and stuff like that. Or like, you know, he doesn't know when he can do fireball without it getting like interrupted and shit like that. And so like I think, or sorry, not fireball, hairball. I think it's just that. It's like he needs to just like, so he has like the basic ideas, and they're not the be all end all of Philia, but it's like a good, really, really basic flowchart to at least like have some confidence in this is what I'm supposed to be doing instead of like pure experimentation. And so I think like you just need to like, through shit like this of just like experimenting, like, oh shit, I pressed it there, it whiffed, I got hit, oh shit, like that air dash didn't hit. The air dash thing's a problem with your execution. You need to IAD. You can't just slow air dash if you want to like actually approach with that, because otherwise you'll get stuffed out. But like otherwise, like it's, you know, it like clearly he's like either read some guide or like seen some basic ideas, and I think it's just about, you know, okay, you need to learn when to do them, and I think that's like the main thing that's holding him back, because he like really couldn't get a hit there.
There's definitely there's definitely some progress from last time, because last time Turkos definitely wasn't just using all the tools that Philly offered. Like, I know that they just never used super, they never mashed or anything like that. I am kind of sad that they mashed once in the beginning and then never mashed again. I feel like they should have tried once in the first game, then maybe once again in the third game. But like, as long as it's not a habit, that's not how you're dumping your meter, like it's fine. But you're still dying with 3-4 meter, which was an old habit that you had. But you kind of nailed it. You gotta clean up the execution on like the movement options that you have, like with the IED and stuff like that. If you want to try anything hard, like you can try block dashing, but you honestly don't even need that right now. And then outside of that, I guess focus a little bit on spacing, so you can actually try the plan that you're trying to do. There was one thing you did that kind of, I don't think that's the correct thing to do, is you try to hit confirm off of crouching light kick on reaction. I don't think that's physically possible, so you really shouldn't even try. Anytime you press crouching light kick, you got just commit into the crouching medium kick too, because otherwise you're just basically giving your opponent an opportunity to switch to low guard and block the second hit, and then you won't get a combo. So don't even bother trying to do that route.
I think you can hit confirm it, but yeah, you should, like, you need to hit them, and you're like whiffing the fuck out of them, which is not how that works.
Yeah. The one time that they got the hit, like, even with the hit stop helping, like, they went into the crouching medium kick on reaction, what it looked like, and it was a reset, basically, because it just hit low twice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need to be faster. Like, hit confirming lights is, like, ridiculously hard, which is why you tend to not do it in Skullgirls, because you can, like, whiff cancel. Like, you can cancel shit on whiff in this game, but...
Almost in the specials, at least, but yeah.
Yeah, so, like... it's not as big a deal, but it is like a thing, right? It's that old conversation we had with Cadenza, right? You should actually like never be going past a light.
Yeah, like 2 hits of a light is like the most you need, but like especially at this level, like I definitely think that you just go into the medium and then you can like still bring it back as you need it. Right.
Yeah, but to say it's not possible is false.
It's not that it's not possible to hit confirm off a light in general. It's just the crouching light kick specifically in this situation, I feel like.
It's not worth it for like the majority of players. Like I count myself among them. Like hit confirming light is not like I don't think almost any player of this game, regardless of skill level, this game would be appreciably improved by like going light check. Because also doing that does cost you a hit of scaling, which can matter for certain characters.
That's true.
And also there's characters that can't do it.
I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you reel back into it, where because lights you sacrificing damage and because you usually don't need it, you add it in once you realize it's a problem. It is not a problem right now. Right now you just need to be able to go into from a light into a medium.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna get the second match underway. Where is it? Weekly matchups. We got Chizom versus Lusoth. Now Lusoth is I think Lusoth is a EU player. Yeah, so we might need to split this matchup up. So it depends on how bad the connection is. If the connection is an issue, just message me and then we'll split up the matchup.
Dirty Europeans. What with their stable democracies?
Are they? Are they stable? I feel like we just don't hear enough things.
I guess, but has the set edifice of their federal government been like physically attacked recently?
No. Only in America.
Yeah.
You had to listen to old people complain about politics today? Oh no. Why does this happen to you like once a week? Do you like have to go through this?
It's because he fucking lives in a hillbilly state, man.
It wasn't like...
I'm not gonna say what state it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but like, it's not that bad. You work for retail for old people. Ah, there we go.
What is Chiasm's fucking profile picture supposed to be?
Not sure.
Is that a Digimon? The fuck is that?
Like at a glance, it looks like something out of Hollow Knight, but I can't honestly tell.
Oh yeah. Yo, bro, I fucking I got to the post game in Yoshi's Crafted World. That shit's lit. Holy fuck. Because like the game's pretty breezy, you know, because it's like a Yoshi game, so they're always like kind of targeted at like younger players, so they're like easy kind of first platformers or whatever.
Yeah, they usually have like star levels or challenge levels. Like every Mario game's been like that also.
Yeah, since Super Mario World, yeah. Like it's that equivalent. Yo, those fucking levels are lit as shit, man. They're so awesome. Fucking sick. Yeah.
It's so cool, like seeing like Nintendo level designers really pop off, where it's just like, all right, the shackles are off. See what you guys can do. Always really fun to watch.
Oh shit, we're just doing a string. We're just doing a string into nothing. Oh, we're not throwing. Oh, we're gonna. Yeah, this is some you need to play the tutorial type shit right here. I mean, no lie, right? Like,
it does look like buttons are just being thrown out. I think Shizam said that they. No, was it Shizam? No, I think it was Shizam that said that they're basically brand new to the game. So that explains why they're just like kind of like trying to slowly inch forward and things like that. Yeah, so we usually do say that before you even bother participating in Get Gr8, I recommend playing the tutorial. It's just going to make things more valuable to you. I'm not saying like you're not welcome here or whatever. It's just going to literally make more use of your time. Because you're not dashing, you're only moving by either forwarding or walking forward. You're not really using any fireballs or anything. So it just shows that you're not familiar with your character, A, and you're not really... Not fireballs. Drills, right? This is Filia, yeah. Like drills or anything like that. But it just kind of shows that you're not really familiar with the buttons, you're not really familiar with the combo system. Finish the tutorial. It's gonna be tough if you've never played a fighting game before. So it might take literally, it could take a couple of days if you're like really struggling. But get through the tutorial. It'll help you learn fundamentals about how Skullgirls works. And then you can do the Filia specific tutorial so you understand her basics and then we can go from there. For Lusoth, you seem to have a couple of ideas on like how your characters work. You seem to be familiar with the buttons, but you're not really sure what to press and why or when. Like you throw out the throw mid-screen, which is usually pointless, for example. And you can get a little bit more damage off of it with the light beam, but like it's circumstantial. It's not really worth it. what you should be doing is practicing a B&B, and this goes for Shizam too. As soon as Shizam's a little bit more familiar with the character, the first thing you guys need to do is learn a 240 on Dizzy B&B. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out the B&B compendium at this point. If you type !B&B into Twitch chat, you get a link. That link will take you to a forum page filled with combos for every character. They're not the most optimized combos, but they are combos that are very, very useful to learning the most basic and common links for your character. So you'll build their fundamentals, and getting consistent at a combo for the first time is the hardest part. After that, it just gets easier and easier, and you're going to be learning a lot of combos, and it's important. But that's not until intermediate. From now, you guys just need to get consistent with the combo. In general, we recommend that you are able to do it 10 times in a row, facing left and right against every character. But that is a goal, not necessarily a destination. You eventually want to be able to get to that point, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be playing Skullgirls until you can do that. So practice Skullgirls, play games, but at the same time, always go into the lab every day a little bit and try and get that combo down in every way, shape, and form. That's super important. Like I said, you already did it. It was your job, and you did it. It's unfortunate. Did the link break again? Is this link broken? Again? God damn it.
Skull Heart's down?
No, so Skullheart was, like, they lost that domain for a while, Skullheart, and they turned it into skullgirls.com/forums and just made it a subdomain. I think they got Skullheart back and got rid of the /forums thing. So let me see if
I'm on Skullheart right now because I just checked. Skullheart exists.
God damn it. I just fixed the link, like, a few months ago, too. Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna find the real B&B compendium link.
Yeah, Skullheart's up, so you should be able to find it there.
Here it is for anyone who's looking for the correct thing. Oh, thank you, Swagger. I appreciate it.
Like a second before you, goddamn.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta just learn what these characters do. Like, you guys just need to, like, play the game. Just play the game. There's no substitution for learning by doing. Like, even play arcade mode, just play against bots, because, like, you know, you guys don't seem comfortable, like, pressing buttons. And so just, like, learn, like, how the buttons of these characters work, really.
I mean, this isn't a requirement anymore, because I had no way of actually keeping track of this. But back when, like 3 or 4 years ago, or actually it was 5 years ago almost, like 4.5 years ago when, like, N was around, there was a requirement that you had to be able to beat Nightmare bots before you signed up. I'm just like, how do you even check for that? But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird requirement also.
Yeah, I mean it's not if you know like 2 strings, like it's more than enough to be able to beat a Nightmare bot, to be fair. But
yeah,
it's not really a good indication of like where you are in terms of learning. You only play Nightmare bots? You should probably fix that, Turk Toss. I recommend hopping on a quick match and getting your ass whooped. Some of them are hard, they're not.
What do you say are key buttons for these characters? Both of them, every character except for Peacock, crouching light kicks like a key button. Necrophilia, IAD fierce, IAD strong, IAD short. Those are all super important. Fucking heavy punch, medium punch, light kick. IADs on all of those are super important. Anti-airs in this game, you can block in the air in this game, so it's not like Street Fighter, right? And there's no air unblockable moves. So
unless you're on the way up, when there's anti-air grabs.
There's anti-air grabs, but that's those are different. And again, it's not they catch a jump, like actively jumping. It's not being in the air. Mm-hmm. And so anti-airs like that are less good. Also, as with most anime games, air buttons are super fucking strong in this game, so like hard anti-airing without a hard commitment invincible move is like difficult to begin with. So like Philia, for instance, has a very, very standard DP, Shoryuken, but it's liable to get you like fucked up if they block it. And like Robo, she has bad anti-airs. Let's just say that they're not as good as other people, and they're like just about as committal. So it's not like Street Fighter where you're like anti-airing with buttons, or like or a Guilty Gear where you're anti-airing with 6P. It's like you have to make the choice to like anti-air them, either if they do a really sloppy jump in that you can react to, or you're going for like a read. But also this game has assists, so like jumping in and then like an assist will cover it anyway makes anti-airing difficult on top of that. And a lot of times you anti-air with assist because BP assists are some of the strongest in the game.
Yeah.
So like all this is like relatively limited advice to begin with, just due to the format of the game.
In terms of what I mean when I say like your essential ones or whatever like that, it's core movement options, and then of course the universal crouching leg kick and DP. Every character has some sort of invulnerable reversal. You should know that. And if you know your character's in reversal, you know how much, like, you know your supers, you know your specials, so then you know your character's essential buttons, right? Super specials are just like a part of your character's kit. Your reversal is your thing to go to panic out of like pressure. And crouching leg kick is how you start almost every combo. So those are the essential buttons I'm talking about.
Yeah. To be fair, like most characters actually don't have that many like quote unquote neutral buttons, right? It's like they have pretty simplified game plans.
Yeah, I mean it depends on character to character.
Yeah, it varies pretty bigly, but like even then, like there's a lot of moves that like the majority of moves are combo filler or just not used.
Yeah. There you go, the throw. That was kind of cool. Could have gotten something off though.
Oh, yeah, we're just.
I don't know what that
but
was.
yeah,
Okay.
you guys just need to play the game more. It's just about like learning what your character even does,
Yeah.
like as a function of hitboxes.
I really, really hate giving that advice because play the game more is just like, it's so vague and doesn't really help, but it is something that you guys essentially need to do. Just like use your characters more, try to like use all the tools that they offer, be familiar with your character's options, so on and so forth.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys just look uncomfortable, right? Like you look at this and you look at like any game of like players that are familiar with, like not even good players, right? Just players that are familiar with the game, right? And you'll just compare the two, and it'll be like, oh yeah, like it really looks like I don't know what my character does, and then that.
It's funny that you bring that up, because like I was literally about to say that in fact what you guys should be doing is like go around watching Skullgirls tournaments and see how your character is played, and just try to copy it. A lot of players, especially like before Get Gr8 was a thing and all that stuff, like for me and everybody else, the way we learned is we just watched better people play and stole their stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's how like you do anything, like literally
yeah,
anything. If you're able to, like you just try and like mooch off what other people have already done, because why work harder?
Science is built on the shoulder of giants.
And like everything. Yeah.
And yeah, no, it literally applies on everything, but yeah. See a couple people talking in Twitch chat about. If anyone is on quick match or lobbies, I play them in a few. Okay. Just practicing normal, need more practice. I don't play Philia, but Robo, Zone, Beams, blah blah. I'm learning so much new stuff, and yet gameplay I'm looking does not match the level of experience. Are you guys teaching noobs? Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
Oh, he thought we were playing?
No, yeah, we're not playing. We're coaching people who want advice. That's what we do here at Get Gr8. Let's see. Rainbow meter. Yeah, oh, yeah, that's true. Like, so no meter was being sent. I mean, I don't think I saw a single super out of Philia. So I don't think Philia knows their super buttons.
I mean, they could barely like do a string, right? They could barely do ABC, so like I'm not expecting to see super.
Let's see. Dr. Stone. I am not watching Dr. Stone, but it has been recommended to me. From the little clips I've seen, it looks okay. Yeah,
I read the first like 20 chapters, I think, and I bounced off pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Meme Machine,
I know, like, apparently, like the main character like actually changes, like midway through the first arc, like so maybe that's like when it gets better, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it wasn't that appealing to me.
Says I'm terrified of misunderstanding what happens in match footage and building bad habits. If you're watching good games, worry about that later. I promise you, it's going to be easier to fix those bad habits than to establish the good habits in the first place in that situation. So go ahead and watch footage, watch what's happening, try to steal it, try to do that stuff, and then learn yourself. Figure it out when it doesn't work and when it does work. Very simple example is when I picked up Robo, the first thing I saw PME do is backwards jump, hard punch, and then cancel as they're falling into a medium beam. And I'm like, is that what I should always be doing to zone? And the answer is no. That is not what I should always be doing to zone. But it Like, I took that tech and just tried to keep using it and saw what beat it. And then I figured out when I'm supposed to use it and when I'm not supposed to use it.
Yeah, like, the most important, like, yes, bad habits are bad. Oh my god, great sentence, me. But, fucking, like, and trust me, like, I'm the king of developing bad habits and not breaking them for, like, years or ever, really. But, like, it's way more important to do, like, literally anything with some consistency than to just, like, be like, I don't want to develop bad habits, so I'm gonna, like, just not learn anything, like, about the game. Like, you need to just, like, start looking at shit, like, try and emulate shit, or just find something that you, like, see works from experience, and then try and, like, run into the ground and see whether or not it's a gimmick, right? Like, and yeah, like, try and be cognizant of, like, okay, is this a gimmick? Is this have narrow use? What situations this works? And try to, like, apply it and make it a good habit, or excise it if it's, like, a completely bad habit. But, like, doing, like most things, doing nothing is, like, the worst thing you can do when trying to improve at this.
Yeah. And your brain will tell you otherwise, but it's just not how that works. You have to, like, literally beat your brain up and say, no, I'm gonna fucking make mistakes and deal with it.
I sound like one of those goddamn YouTube self-help people that, like, say they're gonna make you rich.
Some people need it, though. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
your
like,
1,000
like,
Lamborghinis.
the worst thing you can do is not do anything. Like, you gotta take what's been done before and build off of it. I fucking sound like those people that, like, tell you to, like, invest in the stock market.
Yeah. It's so annoying because, like, whenever you see those, like, self-help things or whatever, it's, like, painful because, like, some of the things they say aren't necessarily things that shouldn't be listened to. It's just, it's given without any context whatsoever. It's given with so little context that, like, it doesn't help anybody. You just hear this shit and it's like, wow, that was motivational, I guess. That didn't help anybody. Anyway. In terms of Skullgirls, at least, you should definitely watch some matches, build bad habits, figure out why they're bad, and then go from there. It's the right step. Next up is going to be Frosty versus Golden Clap. You guys can go ahead and get onto this lobby. If you guys don't have a link, then let me know and I'll give it to you. What else? I feel like I wanted to say something else about the last few games and I don't remember anymore. It was like a loose thread that I wanted to complete and I don't remember it. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly, me, Meg. Like, you can start, like, establishing, like, habits, and then, like, through shit like this stream, or, like, just developing, like, contacts in the fucking game, you can just be like, oh yeah, like, that shit's bad, you know, like, don't do that, you know. And then also just through self-reflection, like, just, you know, if you, like, spend a couple months being like, man, like, the strategy's not working, like, is it a bad rewatch your VODs and be like, oh yeah, this is, like, actually just terrible, or, you know, oh, like, no, this is kind of more narrow than I thought it was. But, like, that's when you get a little bit more experience to be able to self-reflect like that, right? Because that's the main problem, is asking yourself the right questions.
Fighting Twitch streamers is also fun. For some reason, they typically aren't as hard as people on Quick Play.
That's very true. That's incredibly true, with the exception of Cloud, but I can't even play Cloud anymore without the game fucking, like, exploding.
Yeah, for real.
Every time I play Cloud now, it just looks like I rage quit because, like, the game literally just drops, like, midway through.
Sage and Sonic don't stream anymore. They used to stream, like, just them fighting people, and that was kind of fun. Cloud is pretty tough to beat. There was one other person that used to stream that was actually... Oh, yeah, Peanuts, but, like, he's been dead for, like, 6 years.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
The fabled moment. We all know it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. It's mean, but it's funny.
Yeah. No, he's not actually dead. He's living a happy married life somewhere.
And I think he still plays fighting games. I think just not.
I don't know about fighting him specifically. I mean, I think he tries him, like he'll touch him a little bit, but he doesn't. He plays it very casually.
I think he plays him insofar as that the artist formerly known as Dolphy is still, like, goes to, like, locals. Yeah, still, like, plays competitively in, like, BlazBlue and, like, TFH, I think.
Yeah. So they play with Barlow, like, a little bit here and there, but, like, that's about it.
Yeah. But yeah,
someone name dropped him recently in the GDQ, because GDQ, they had an Echo the Dolphin run, and they name dropped. It's like they name dropped him. It's like the person formerly known as Dolphy or whatever, and I'm like, it's Barlow.
Oh, seriously? Damn, yeah, That's some deep Skullgirls lore. We always go on about the deep Skullgirls lore, man.
I mean, this game is, fair words due, this game is 8 years old and still being played. We got 17 people here, or 16 people here, like, trying to learn Skullgirls. And
yeah. That's,
like, for an 8-year-old game, it's freaking fantastic.
Yeah. Thank the good netcode.
For real. Alright. That's supposed to happen? Were we supposed to end up on the other side then?
No, definitely not.
Okay. I can safely say clean up that timing. I do like the attempt though. I see that Frosty's learning a B&B. They're taking the right steps. You should not be back walking. There's like, if I remember correctly, there's like basically zero reason to ever be walking backwards in this game. Just down back and then switch to up guard as soon as your opponent's putting you in pre-walk.
Oh yeah, sure. There is gonna be a new character, so like, you know.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's in this. That's the spring or something, right?
Is it?
Yeah, in a few months. He makes it a few months. I thought it was supposed to be in like April or something. Like for some reason, someone said that month and it just stuck in my brain.
Is there gonna be a balance? We still don't know if there's a balance patch though, right?
No, it's not confirmed. I assume there has to be because this game is so like delicately balanced that adding a new character would shake everything up and break everything.
Again, I keep saying the funniest thing would be if she's just like a really bad character with no good assists and is like also really not fun to play, so that she just has no impact on the meta at all.
Yeah. I mean,
like, no one
it sounds so impossible, right?
It would be ridiculous if at least, like the last part mostly is like
the no good assist is like is the thing that shocks me.
No, just like that she's just like not interesting to play. Like at the very least, she'll probably be at least weird, right? Mm-hmm. Like so that she's like interesting, right? Even if she was like Ryu, like that'd be weird enough, right? Because there's not a lot of that in the fucking.
Yeah, we don't really have a standard Ryu character in this game.
She has round trip, but does she have Does she have like a teleport? Because that's what makes round trip good. Or I mean, or she has an air dash. I guess that could also make round trip good because Virgil doesn't have an air dash if he's not in trigger.
I don't remember if she has an air dash. I don't think she has a teleport. I do remember that she can hit full screen because she has multiple specials and stuff that just hit full screen.
Yeah, she looks interesting, and she looks like she has like a dive kick special.
Yeah, that dive kick special looks cool. I like that. That's the thing I wanna.
I mean, me as the disgusting former Fukuwa player I am, you know, that's just good. But I wonder if it'll be like, because it looks more like a Street Fighter dive kick, and I wonder if that'll be different.
To be completely honest, it looks like a Rekka dive kick because it goes up to 3 times, like it bounces off them. You can just keep going into itself.
So yeah, I wonder if like its applicability as a jump in. You know what I mean? Because like they want to roll back some Peacock buffs and increase Squiggly and Fortune meter gain? Fortune meter gain? What?
I seriously doubt it's Fortune. Maybe not
Robo Fortune.
I thought it might be Robo Fortune, like, but probably not. Her meter gain's absolutely fine. Squiggly desperately needs it, and it's like 8 years overdue, so we'll see it.
Yeah, dude, that'll be a buff to crank.
Hell yeah, I'll finally have a reason to keep going SBO over and over again.
By a dev, I assume you mean, like, actually someone? So, like, that's, I mean, if someone can screenshot, like, can post, like, a screenshot of that for me, like, I'd be interested in seeing that for sure. Because if there's definitive, like, answer that there's going to be a patch, and that's also interesting. But yeah, Peacock getting nerfed, huge.
That's going to be essential to, like, changing the meta of Skullgirls. Alright, so back to this thing.
Cloud isn't a dev. He may be playtesting it. That's very possible because he's like the best currently active, like still active player for the game. So like that would make sense. But Cloud, to my knowledge, does not work for whatever the company is now.
Invariable or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. The main person you'd get any sort of info from is Liam, and I don't think Liam's the kind of guy who has loose lips at all, honestly. I don't think he says much at all. Okay, nice block on the Scalpel. I like the attempt to run under. What you should have done, Frosty, is actually gone for Scalpels again. A lot of people don't realize this, but one of the best things that Valentine can do is go Scalpels into Scalpels after you fall a little bit. It literally just makes for a safe descent. Air Scalpels is really, really good for Valentine. In fact, if you watch Outlaw Spike play, who by no means is the best Valentine player or anything, but like he's pretty good.
No, don't you listen to that weird Russian dude? Outlaw Spike is the best player in the world.
Yeah, and then I'm still like the part that always gets to me from that quote is the like Missing is like the 7th or 8th best Valentine or 8th worst Valentine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there are 8 Valentine players. Like that on its own blows my mind. I didn't know there were 8 people who played Valentine.
I mean, this guy like takes like QM as like a ranking system, so like it's probably just like every like he's probably like writing down every time he sees a name in a Valentine.
Regardless, so Frosty, like, get used to using scalpels more liberally. Thankfully, Valentine doesn't struggle too much when it comes to meter gain, so you shouldn't have that much of an issue. Because you really don't need to use meter other than, like, occasionally finishing with bypass super. Or if you're gonna get the kill, then I guess go for level 3. But otherwise, you usually don't throw it out or anything. Command throw like that was a little reckless, like doing it repeatedly. Not super advisable. I do like that you were building your poison vial. Remember to save it until you can hit confirm into it. I think that was last game where you build a poison vial and then immediately threw it out. If you would just very quickly tap the attack button instead of holding it down for more than a couple of frames, you will throw a shuriken instead of a scalpel. Not a scalpel. A shuriken instead of a vial. So that'll let you save your poison until you hit confirm. These are all like basic mechanic things that you need to work on. It's not super easy. Like it's something you have to get used to. Valentine is a pretty wonky character, but they are even important if you want to be able to play her at all. She's tough.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Peacock nerfs happen. I'll be so happy. As a Peacock main. Because I recently discovered my fortune is still actually kind of fine. Like, so it would actually affect me very little because I could just stick fortune in that slot anyway. It's the same team. Plays very different.
I don't think she's going to be nerfed to the ground. I think she's still going to be the best character. I just think she won't be as overwhelming, which I think is essential. But that does mean is everyone's going to have to learn more matchups now. Because normally if you learn Peacock, you can win like half your quick match games.
Painwheel meter gain buffs? That makes sense.
I don't know.
Like, if the hatred install shit, like if hatred install doesn't get changed, then that's actually a problem.
That's what I was gonna say. I was literally thinking of hatred install. I'm just like, if she gets more meter gain, then she can throw out hatred install more recklessly as a point character, and I don't want that.
Well, hatred install as a DHC is the problem, but like if you build that back, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, if you build like enough meter, then to like get a level 1 off consistently, right? So you can like start with like 2, but end, you know, start with 2 meter. DHC super early in Hatred Soul and then build the 1 back so you can end in a viewer or what is it, Death Crawl, because then like that shit does mad damage in Hatred Soul and like then we got a problem.
So I feel kind of bad because I wasn't really able to give advice to the Fortune player really.
I mean it was the same thing, like they don't have a combo, like they seem.
Oh, Fortune player I think was doing like full on dizzy combos. That's why I feel weird.
They were doing. They weren't the normal ones. You need to learn like an actual BNB.
Sure. Okay. I mean, like, we can give that advice. You should check out the BNB compendium again. Make sure that you're using a standard BNB, and that works on all weights of characters. A reminder that there are 3 different weights of characters in this game, and just like real life, heavier characters fall faster, so you have to make sure your combo works on all of them. So make sure whatever you're using is okay. Make sure it's not too much worse than the BNB compendium one. But other than that, if you're able to consistently do a full BNB, I say you're ready for intermediate because you weren't particularly losing neutral too often. You had blocks. You were using movement options. You are basically ready for low-level intermediate.
Oh, these are just Cloud's thoughts on balance. They're not actually anything that's guaranteed to happen. So yeah, we don't even know if a patch is happening still.
Darn.
Okay.
Next up is going to be Ben Blackcat versus Ruby.
Yeah, H teleport plus assist fully removed definitely needs to be a thing.
Oh, thank you, Cookbook, for correcting it. That's right. I still need to fix that link.
Oh yeah, I would do it, but I don't know how to fuck with Nightbot commands.
It's Moobot. I have to go into the Twitch client. There's like a... I think there's like a way I can do it with commands, but like it's like complicated and I don't want to deal with it.
Meter getting buffs for Squiggly would be interesting because then she could center her plan more around center stage shenanigans. And then Painwheel, I think, like, if she gets buffs, she needs to have stuff that decentralizes her from being, like, the best, like, mid character. But, I don't know. Our thoughts on Skullgirls balance are quite well documented. People ask me on my stream all the time what like I think should be like changed for the game, or like who I think is strong.
And I think your thoughts are probably well documented. I think you're the only one that's heard my opinions on balance changes.
Oh, maybe I just hear yours so much that I think you say it on stream.
Yeah, no, not really. Can we kill Bayo Band?
I think we need to like, can we kill Bayo A-Train? Like, because again, I think Bayo Band otherwise kind of sucks. Like Bayo Brass is like not that good at all.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. I'd still consider it like if Bayo A-Train didn't exist, I'd say Bayo Brass is like a very playable team. You got a lot of good neutral options, honestly.
I think Bayo without A-Train is like kind of not a great character.
I think Bayo without Band is not a great character, but I think Bayo with Brass is fine. I don't know. I'd have to actually like look at the set play.
It's just so easy to happy birthday him. It's like happy birthday that team.
Mm-hmm. We're still waiting on Ben Black Cat versus Ruby. Where are they? Are they here? Kind of weird if neither of them are here. Happen very often.
Right.
Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, so Ruby is online. Ben Black Cat is also online. Let me see if I can find these people. Reminder that if you are participating today, please join the Steam group chat. Oh, Ben Black Cat. Oh, you're waiting for the link. The link has not changed. It is... What the heck is it? There it is. Alright, Ruby's already here. Ben Black Cat was waiting for the link. They got it. Reminder, the link is posted if you just scroll a little bit up to in the group chat, or on Discord if you scroll a little bit up on the Skullgirls Get Gr8 channel. I am going to throw this out there, especially for the last couple of games. If you felt like I didn't give your character enough advice, or you have very specific questions about anything I said, please reach out to me. Just get a timestamp from when the VOD is up, and I will gladly give you additional information. Just type it up. You'll see me do that all like from time to time in Skullgirls, the Get Gr8 only channel. People will ask me, it's like, hey, could you give me a little bit more detail on this character or that character or whatever, and I'll break it down for you guys.
Yeah, as we all know, Crank is the multi-character specialist. Yeah, Guilt 2.0, we call him.
I know enough to address people's problems.
Yeah, this level of play, yeah, you could pretty much answer anything. Because it's just like, you need to just know what the buttons do.
Pretty much.
So if you have these questions for me and you play Valentine, I can't help you. It'll be like the thing where the feet come out of the bag. That move, yeah, you want to do that.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the fuck any of her buttons are.
Hey man, I commentated at majors, alright? I'm a big deal.
Yeah, these nice back airs aren't gonna cut it. Someone posted the Toph copy pasta. These nice back airs aren't gonna cut it.
Wait, what?
There's one of the Melee commentators, like the more popular Melee commentators, his pinned tweet is like, hey kid, I've commentated major, so those nice back airs you keep throwing out aren't gonna cut it. The audience expects you to like weave a narrative. Like,
that's great.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's obviously like a joke, but
yeah,
because like the whole fucking thing like with Melee commentary, Smash commentary in general is like a thing that like all like commentators say, just like, oh yeah, nice back air, because like back airs usually like, send them like away.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll just like get hit with one and it'll be like, oh, nice back air because it's like a strong hit, and that's all you have to say about it. It's like saying nice grab in fighting games, you know what I mean? It's like great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't blocking, or he was blocking there and you grabbed him.
Mm-hmm. There's usually more you can say about it. I mean, at least like when I've commentated majors, like I'll usually talk about the context where it's like because the opponent's been going low here, here, and here, it sets up a situation where it looks similar enough to a situation where your opponent would want you to go low. They also even call an assist out, which is not going to work if they grab you, so they like fake you out and things like that. Like there's context to it, especially to people who are not familiar with the game.
Yeah, I remember. What's it called? I remember like one thing that like I just remember this. It was like one of the first times I was in a lobby with like everyone, and Josh and JP were playing, and I was spectating it, and like literally they were like, it was a long game, and it was really quiet because they were focusing, because it was like when they were around the same level, and like literally the only thing they would say is like you keep buttons like, all right, nice grab. Oh yeah, nice grab, man. And like afterwards, Josh, like, at a certain point, like, that's all you fucking say. Like, that's all you can fucking say. Because it's, like, the only thing you recognize as being like, oh, yeah, shit, I like, didn't, like, anticipate the grab there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, at a certain point, like, that becomes, like, the only thing you say in terms of, like, talking to your opponent.
Yeah, that's so real. Wow, what the hell? That is actually really true. Where eventually every like conversation just dies into that.
4 years ago, so vividly. I don't know why.
Like all these like, I'm like thinking and I'm like, damn, that's actually hella true. Because that happens like almost every set I play. That's weird. Alright, anyway, so a couple of things here that I want to say before the next match starts. The Fortune, I saw you throw...
Fortune B&B. You need to learn the Fortune B&B. And also how, like, you need to clean up your inputs because you're snapping, and I really doubt that's on purpose.
Yeah. So, tighter inputs, learn a Fortune B&B. Wait, is this intermediate? No, this is still beginner, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, this is still beginner. Okay, yeah. So, learn a B&B. If you type exclamation mark B&B, well, actually don't type exclamation mark B&B because that doesn't work right now. But, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link on the thing. Yeah. Use the link. It'll take you to combos. Learn a combo for your character that's a little bit more suited. A couple other things is you were using her specials without proper context. So this is one of those things where it's like you develop a bad habit, but like you can fix it. It's like not hard. You're reversing with Cat Scratch Fever. It's like not her go-to reversal option. Literally use her air super instead. I don't remember the name. I don't know which notation, but basically her air super. What?
Quarter circle back 2 kicks.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name for some reason, but the quarter circle back 2 kicks. If you use that super, it'll it's significantly better at stuffing your opponent's options, especially when you're looking for a situation reversal. If you're trying to get out of pressure, I understand you're trying to use Cat Scratch Fever, but you had your opponent in the corner, so that like context didn't make sense. Additionally, it's like even if you could use Cat Scratch Fever, I don't recommend it. You had your head on, just use Fiber instead. When your head is on, Fiber has iframe, so it's just as good as a reversal. Yeah, so that super is what you should be using to reversal. In that situation, you didn't need to reversal though, because your opponent was incoming, but whatever. Nice blocks. I do like Ruby's patience though.
I'm totally blanking right now.
I don't know. Why am I blanking? I'm also blanking.
Right? Dude, where's... Oh, Feral Edge, that's it.
Thank you.
Dunce. Oh, yeah, that's not the safe super. The safe super is the Scalpels one, the grounded Scalpels. Yeah, so yeah, just, like, learn what your guys' like, characters do. Again, it's just, like, familiarity with the characters, right? Like, you're DHCing, but, like, not to the right super and stuff like that.
If you just watch people like playing matches or whatever, you'll notice that on hit, people will go into not scalpels, and when it's blocked, people will go into scalpels. That's simple. I think you just have to do exclamation mark BNB and the new link to update it. What? No way. Really? It did not work.
Got him. Damn, you're getting got all day today, man.
Damn. This day is just traumatic for me.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all are bullies. Get out of here.
Probably that penis you've been sipping on.
Go take your damn shower.
Nah, you know me. I'm gonna flame out at a major. No shower. That's not so deep lore, but that's not lore we can make public.
Yeah, I was about to make some sort of joke about that, and I was like, let's keep it off.
Nah, yeah.
So, cool thing about Fortune that you may or may not know is that Fortune's jab is tied for the fastest jab in the game. It's a 5-frame, and it also hits at a perfect angle where it anti-airs. So you end up having, ironically, the fastest anti-air in the game. So because of that, throwing out jab and going into a combo like that is what you should be doing whenever you're trying to like beat out unsafe pressure. When pressure's safe, obviously, then you gotta do some sort of reversal nonsense. But like throwing out jab and like converting into a full combo is like not that bad of an idea. You also have to do, you know, a lot more than one string into a reset.
Yeah, gotta learn how to hit people with the character. Yeah, and also just like randomly supering. Cry gotta kick that habit.
So you
But
actually
again,
could have done
it's
the full mid-screen B&B there, Band. Like as Band, like you from a corner, you actually can get your full screen B&B perfectly fine. It's only if you're near the corner and you're facing it that it's an issue. So you should just gone into your normal mid-screen B&B. If you don't know
I
it,
this is actually kind of a real team.
With a double Val Band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Just
you could
three-
see a world in where that's like L or M Bomber and then like HA Train.
I mean, the way I would see it is like Valentine plays the neutral for you, gets a hit, DHC's out into any of the other characters, and then they set play you to death.
I mean, for me, it's like it's Cloud's team, but with Band instead of Bella. It's like A-Train instead of Excel.
I guess.
The problem is the 2-meter DHC is like significantly worse, but I think the no meter is stronger because HA Train versus Excel. Well, right, this is like kind of a real team. I doubt he's doing that, obviously, because he's a new player, but like it's kind of interesting, right? As much as I like talk shit about everyone's teams, I'm like, yeah, this is potentially like a real team.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting why they picked it. I wonder if like someone's coaching them or something. It's also it's really rare to see trios in beginners, but also like it is. Other than Ban, like these characters aren't usually people's favorites. They usually pick them for like utility.
Yeah, there's very few new doubles, especially, but Valentine also. And new players like never play doubles. I guess you see some like random solo Valentines, but you see like not more than like any other solo character.
Yeah, but that's exactly like you'll see like a solo Valentine because they're not familiar with the game, right? When you're playing like a trio, so you're trying to demonstrate some sort of familiarity with the game, like you have some understanding of 3 characters. And we saw that too. It wasn't like you didn't know your own character's buttons. It's just you didn't know when to use them more than anything. Yeah, learn a B&B. That's the most important advice. Like we said all sorts of shit throughout that whole set. But like I gave some tips about the Valentine especially, and I gave some tips about the Fortune. But more important than all of that is you guys gotta learn a B&B and get consistent. Again, go to the B&B compendium. It's not the most optimized combos, but they are combos that'll help you get familiar with the most important links. And on top of that, they will just get you more familiar with your character, get more familiar with the spacing, so on and so forth. We recommend being able to do the combo 10 times in a row against all characters facing left and facing right. That doesn't mean you shouldn't play Skullgirls until you're able to do that, because you will be really, really bad if you try to do that. Play some Skullgirls and practice until you hit your goal. Yeah. Meme Machine, or Meme Mech, picked up Double like 2 days ago. It's good stuff. Double is, well, she's not the best for ideal set play. She is probably one of the best characters to add onto any team ever, because you can pretty much improve the neutral of any team by adding her.
Yep. DP assist or pressure assist or both. Safety
one of the strongest mid-screen vortexes in the game. Like
safety HC, all that good shit.
Oh, you're Ruby. I did not know that. Now everything makes sense. Good stuff. Is Double the worst best character? No.
Man, I have this League of Legends like pro game on in the background, and like they're showing the sponsors for the 2 teams. One of them sponsored by Geico, Logitech, and Cadillac. The other one sponsored by Clorox and Invisalign braces.
I didn't know Clorox sponsored players. That's fucking amazing.
I didn't know Invisalign sponsored players.
That's also true.
I mean,
it's also like the fact that both of them are on the same team is just very, very funny to me.
Yeah, and the other one like literally has like a Cadillac sponsor.
Damn, company's branching out, I guess.
To be fair, the one with the shitty sponsors is owned by the Golden State Warriors, so like their parent organization is, like more entrenched. But it's funny. And to be fair, they're actually doing very bad financially because the NBA lost so much money this year or last year.
I mean, it's kind of surprising that they lost.
The juxtaposition is hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like Invisalign's probably a good sponsor for a gaming team to have. It's all like young people, it's all like fucking gamers and shit. Like,
oh yeah, like people who need dental care in the first place.
Yeah, like how many people who watch LCS are in the market for a Cadillac at any point in their fucking lives?
Yeah, for real.
Is this intermediate? Because I'm seeing like 2 teams
yeah,
and we're like
this is intermediate.
doing.
This is QB versus Cookbook.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so he's doing the basic unfair Peacock stuff, you know. As soon
The
as
thing
he
that
gets close,
Yeah,
he's
so
doing the
this-
DP. Yep, yeah, and he just has to hold it.
Just like a bit of context.
Peacock matchup.
The cookbook has 80 hours written down. So they say they had 80 hours. I don't know if their play reflects that, or if they just have a bunch of hours that they're not reporting, or if they're just not new to fighting games at all and they're pulling like a what's it called? Royal, whatever his name was. Royal something.
Royal Heart?
Royal Heart, there we go. That's what it was.
Did he do that shit?
Royal Heart played the game for 2 months and got top 8 at a major.
Yeah,
But he again, was not new to fighting games. He's been playing that shit for forever, like way harder ones too.
Yeah, I know he like Uni, I think was his main game for a minute. I don't know, I only interacted with him like once, and it was not a super positive interaction.
That's unfortunate. He's pretty chill.
Yeah.
I like the guy.
Yeah, I know, like people who I like him, so I think it's just a he doesn't like me thing, which is fine. But it was weird because like I'd never interacted with him before, and it was just like weird.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright, like this shadow setup. It wasn't the cleanest, but that's fine.
Yeah, XX means cancel. It means canceling too.
Why do people use the XX notation at all?
I don't know, yeah, because like, you know, like most normals are canceled into each other too, and they use commas.
Well, comma implies a link, so they'll use like the caret, right? Like they'll use the
yeah, so like that used to be a thing,
than.
especially in like Street Fighter notation. It was like commas were chains, and like was like canceling the special was XX. Like the carets were like links, and like commas were chains or something like that.
It's the opposite. The carets were chains, and then commas are links.
Yeah, like there was stuff like that, but like we just use commas and XXs. Like, but it's just XX just means either like normal into special, special into super.
I don't see the point of it. Honestly, you can just use caret notation. It's also fine. But yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I mean, you know me and my attempts to come up with the most confusing notation possible.
Actually, don't have you bastardized the notation?
Yeah, you use mixed number notation while talking about BlazBlue.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, not 9 jumping forward. And that could just mean a million fucking things.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Is Mizumi a good source of information on the game? It's the best source of information on the game. Mizumi is been thoroughly vetted by people who actually really play this game, and is constantly being updated with more and more information, and the amount of detail you have on that website you're not going to get anywhere else.
Yeah, it's like, it's the most functional, but it's like, and it's collated, which is like the main problem with like learning anything about fighting game is collated information. The main problem is it's not comprehensive, which is
that's what I was gonna tack that on right at the end, where it's just like the only problem I actually have with it is that it's almost cluttered. Like the information there's so much information available, you can't really parse what's useful for you.
Yeah, like, which is a problem, because like Skullheart has like everything you actually need, like, and then some, but the and then some is the fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, not knowing how to punish Shinku. And not knowing how to do B&Bs.
Okay, so after your opponent landed there, you went for a same side mid. I can tell that was supposed to be a drop, like that was a dropped combo, so you just kind of were pressing the button that didn't come out. But react, come on, you had like 4 seconds. Like, look at what happened. You launched, you didn't jump, and you're like, crap. Just go either dash low or just low or whatever, you know? Pick a direction.
Yeah, I mean, he just plays like crazy antsy, like he just wants to press buttons. Yeah, and yeah, he clearly doesn't have his B&B down. Because that's the second time he's dropped it. After not knowing to not go for it off of non-grounded launcher. So it's like, you just gotta know like your combos.
Okay, nice blocks. Oh, you tried to poke out right afterwards. Remember, in this game, that even on block, you can cancel the specials and supers. So you're not necessarily safe just because your opponent whipped a like heavy or something.
Yeah, I mean, like you see the amount he's getting cheesed, right? Like sweep DP from Peacock, DHCing into Shinku, like stringing into lock and load. He just like doesn't know the like what's real and what's not. You know what I mean? Or like how to deal with like shit, right? He's not DPing out of shit. He's not, you know, like he's not up forwarding. He's not even up backing really. He got slow command grab. So like it's just like all that shit, you know. Also, this connection might not be great because this dude's apparently in Central America, but
oh, I did not know that.
Yeah,
they just wrote.
Which I mean, again, classic Peacock. Yeah, You know, oh no, I have 97 ping to this supposedly Central American player, so maybe it's not.
Oh, we're talking about QB. Yeah, QB's network connection has always been a little bit sus, but like there are times where it's just super clean also, so it's like it's fine. I don't know. I fight QB and I don't usually have an issue.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, like he doesn't really know how to zone on Peacock either, like you see that? Like he's literally just doing H-bang.
Bang, bang, bang and stuff. Yeah, okay, so here's the issue with bang, bang, bang. So alright, so right away I'm gonna tell you Cookbook. I think you need to know these characters a little bit more before you keep playing an intermediate. And I'm not saying that you're not good enough to be an intermediate, regardless of whether that's true or not. That's not my point. I'm saying you're not gonna get valuable information here. We're gonna be talking about frame data in intermediate bracket, we're gonna be talking about like optimizations and things like that. So it's gonna be awkward for us and you for us to like switch gears into talking about, oh, that's not how you zone. Like, here are some fundamentals about Peacock. So when it comes to Peacock, I guess I'll tell you this at least. Bang Bang Bang, the Corsica forward hard punch. That move is really, really bad unless you've successfully gotten your opponent blocking and or getting hit. And the reason for that is you are committed to Bang 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 for a long ass time. It's super horizontal, your opponent can jump over it, and you're stuck there for a long ass time. And your opponent can get a lot of distance on you, and you don't want that as a Peacock. So don't bother doing that unless your opponent is stuck blocking or stuck being hit.
Random super. Do we punish? Oh, we don't punish. Yeah, we don't know how to punish like Dynamo. Yeah, we need to put in a little bit more work before. Yeah, we don't know the block string.
We recommend the compendium because the combos are easier.
Finishes the fucking combo.
I'll answer your question in a second, Mean Man.
Yeah, Mizumi typically has B&B. They're not always perfect, but
the thing is, like, Mizumi will add like 10 combos, and only 3 of them are useful. And then, so there's A, colored information, and B, there's like, they're usually using very uncommon links or things that you have to be really familiar with the character's timings to be able to pull off. So
yeah, I know like the Fortune B&B page because I looked at it recently because I was like forgetting how to do a combo, and it just like one, it wasn't on there, and then I looked and there was like 7 like things that are called B&Bs from like Crouch Light starters on there, and I'm like, this is not useful. Like Fortune's not like a character where you need to have like 7 Crouch Light starters.
Mm-hmm. If they had like set play routes on there, that would be a little bit more useful, so I can say what combo goes into what sets and resets. That would, like, if someone drew out a grid and put that on there, that might give it context and be useful. But that's not there right now. And
I mean, that's like the final frontier of like Skullgirls like education.
Straight up.
Was that 3 games though, or are we playing 2-3?
That was 3 games.
3
Yeah. That's kind of weird because I feel like we only talked about the game for like 1 match. I feel bad, but
I mean, it's just like, you know, like who is his name, Cookbook, like he's just kind of like he doesn't like really know what's, you know, what's a gimmick, what's not. He and like a lot of it is like he as soon as he like had to block anything, he just like stayed down backing. He kind of only knew how to like jump in at him also, and then again like the combo game and the reset game just like wasn't there, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like it's hard to tell because like, you know, Kubi, was that the name?
QB, yeah.
QB, yeah, was just like literally just like cheesing the fuck out of him, which like is fine because you can't, like, the dude can't do anything about it, then do it, you know? Like sweep DP worked like 4 times. He got the slow command grab. He was block stringing into lock and load. Like he got a double Concho cross up on him because he was just blocking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like it's hard to commentate on that.
Yeah, but as always, if you do feel like there was some stuff that you want commentary on or you want a little bit more advice on, message me. Like, if you felt like you played really, really cleanly in like a game or whatever, and you're like, why did I struggle with this? Just shoot me the question, timestamp on the VOD, and I will gladly answer at any time. Next up, we do have Skelsky versus Lumen. I see Lumen's already here. This is another game with an EU player, so as always, if you guys have struggled with connection, this doesn't obviously apply only to EU players, but in general, if you ever have trouble with a connection, just let me know and we'll split the matchup up, so the commentators are fighting the people. It'll be a little bit easier, and we don't stress you out with bad connection. So, yeah.
In terms of fighting games, what would you define a beginner as, Facade? That really depends on the context. We're talking like beginner, though, like we could be like beginner in this context, you know, can mean anything, right? We have people that can do B&Bs that are considered beginner, you know, like if I'm playing and like a person can have like really basic set play and I consider them a beginner, but also like a beginner can just be defined as like they don't know how to do motion inputs. It really depends on the context.
Yeah. From my perspective, it's well anyone that doesn't make a top 8 in major. Well, I mean those people are kind of ridiculous because then you need a little bit more than just 2 groups, right? Because there's a huge range of people that are not making the top 8s of majors. A beginner, from my perspective, is based on intuition. It's not based on like a strict guidelines. Like I'm not sitting here with a notebook with a set of rules that I'm trying to check off. In general, I look at how they're pressing buttons. I see, are they pressing these buttons cleanly? And then based on that, I can assume how long they've been doing that combo, how familiar they are with the character, and go from there. Holy crap, it's Servon. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen you. I'm so happy you're here. How have you been?
I don't know who that is.
It's a EU player that were being taught by Nephros, I want to say. They're just a cool person. They wrote AI articles and stuff, and I enjoyed reading them.
Bet. Did they make a robot?
They actually probably might have. I don't know. Servon, did you ever make a robot? Did it happen? Did you make the stamp collector?
A stamp collecting robot?
This was like one of the articles they wrote.
There's a word for stamp collecting that I remember is weird, like a philatelist, I think is the word.
Philatelist? That's one hell of a word.
Yeah, the word for coin collectors is numismatist.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because like numismatic value is like a term when it comes to like currency exchange in economics.
Says in the signups that on the doc with people with less than 150 hours and don't be BMBs for all their characters. The 150 hours is more of a guideline, and I made a post on the what's it called, the Skullgirls Get Gr8 Steam page. Like ultimately, this is how it works, right? You get to decide whether you're in beginner or intermediate. I don't give a shit. But I'm saying for your own well-being, this is when you belong in intermediate or not. The 150 hours is a guideline. All of this is a guideline. It's like road rules. You don't actually follow them because you have to. You follow them because it makes sense to. In the same sense, you want to be familiar enough with your character that when I give you information, like, oh, you should be going for this reset, you should be going for the other reset because that would have worked better here, that should make sense to you. If you don't know your character's B&B and you're still like out loud saying your buttons that you gotta press so you can get your combo and it slowly links together, even if you can finish your 240 on Dizzy combo, if you're like struggling to stay familiar with the character, it's not muscle memory, that's gonna be hard to consume that information.
Yeah, that's kind of just like, you know what it is, like you could sign up for intermediate every week, like you don't know how to do a B&B. Oh my god, what the fuck happened to this dude's connection?
I have no. Also, it's a Wi-Fi. Do I already up? Yeah, you ready up, Selsky. We're waiting for you guys to get into a game.
But yeah, like y'all
oh
can
my god,
like
that connection's unstable.
you could tell like you could like have never played this game, sign up for intermediate, and like keep on doing that. We'd probably ban you at that point, but like you could do whatever the fuck you want, you know? Like, it's just about giving you the best fucking feedback we can.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as banning you, but what I would end up doing is basically not matching up against other intermediate players, because frankly speaking, they're not going to get much out of it either. So I'd probably just end up fighting you or something. I don't know why you would want that. I don't know why you would want to sign up for intermediate just for shits and giggles on the stream. But, like, hey, you do you, boo-boo.
People have done weird shit on this stream, man.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe it's because I'm not doing it that often anymore, but it seems like it's been a while since something super weird has happened, but there have been some weird shit, for real, for real.
You dropped the game because the only thing you enjoyed was offlines, yeah. I totally get that feeling. Not having Chicago locals right after I moved back was just kind of real shitty. It's one of the main reasons I wanted to come back.
Not that I'll attend it, but I really wonder what happened to Salty in the era of offline.
Is the story even gonna survive?
I don't. That's also a really good question, but also like because of the fucking plus R drama.
Oh.
Like not there's I mean there's Skullgirls drama, but the plus R drama also. Like I really wonder like what the fuck happens to that, what that local looks like in going forward. You know
Wasn't
what I mean?
it just like that was just like Discord nonsense, right? That happened like a month ago.
Yeah, but then it like ran all the way back to the Dine nonsense.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Also,
on top of again, like Mike Z and Wing being banned from the Skullgirls local.
Jesus. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna fall apart just because no one's gonna be able to organize it, honestly. But
Yeah, like I feel for Weatherby. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Because again, like it's not run by one person, right? Like Weatherby typically runs the Skullgirls bracket, and then I forget who, but like then someone would run the plus R bracket, someone would run the VSAV bracket, right? So like it's not even like it's one unified local. That's like under the it's under the auspice of Game Realm. So like, but like no one of them has the owner. I won't say her name because I don't think it's right here, but it's like yeah, they don't have the owner's ear like more than any of the others, right? Like,
is Stelsky saying anything somewhere? Because they're not writing up. You're supposed to play 3 games straight.
Well,
is the connection bad?
Dude, yeah, the connection probably is pretty bad. I mean, one of these guys in Europe, the other one's on Wi-Fi, seemingly unstable Wi-Fi.
I mean, it was fine enough for them to ready up again.
I guess so. I mean, they also just got like the fuck fireballed out of it.
Yeah.
Like they just blocked with their face for a good amount of time.
I was actually like trying talking about the game a little bit. I feel like every single match I'm saying, I feel like I didn't talk enough about these characters.
I mean, like I'm paying attention. Like I'm able to recall what happened in the game
That's
after
good.
it happened.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, so it is a full conversion.
Oh, classic. The classic.
We have a full conversion off of this? No. Okay. So after that, you want
to. That was actually like an intentional cheese reset.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the micro walk up into going for a command grab was weird, but maybe.
Okay, yeah. So it looks like we have like really basic resets, and he's going for grab every time because he's literally always down back. Like he went for a low one time and it did. That's the only time he didn't work. And now we're just gonna throw fireballs. We're gonna lose health with a full screen L shadow. I don't understand that. He's not gonna run up to you and then like suddenly like jump at the perfect time that'll hit because that doesn't put you in free block. Oh, but he goes low in that mix. And then we get a reversal on because we can't convert. Ooh, that's not a BNB. That's not a BNB at all. What is this?
I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna say this again. I think you two also should probably be playing in the beginner bracket. And I'm not saying that again because I'm trying to judge your skill level or anything. I just feel like I can't give the advice I normally want to give during intermediate because I don't think it's gonna be helpful to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, Lumen's actually probably fine in intermediate. It's the other dude.
I just want to see Lumen do a full combo then at least. Or, okay, I mean like they got the essential resets
he's
now.
done like 2 cross under resets and like actually kind of has reset points. I don't think they're great reset points, but they're like they exist and they're real. Oh, you could have won if you level 3'd there. And he's like reversaling at like pretty much the right time there, notwithstanding.
Yeah, I guess it's true. They do have the neutral knowledge that like I would like.
They're just like both being super random with like jump roundhouse and like what fireballs are throwing when.
Okay, yeah, and I guess I'll revoke the statement on Lumen, but like for Stelsky specifically, I do think that you would benefit a little bit more from being a beginner. It's just gonna give you a better chance to learn the things that you need to learn, like a full B&B, like resets, throwing out moves at the appropriate times, when to throw out fireballs, so on and so forth.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some food.
As far as I know, I slowed down with playing Skullgirls pre-COVID because there were no locals in your area. Yeah. I mean, you were pretty much done with Skullgirls in general, weren't you, Facade? Like, you were off playing other games. Alright, back to this. Alright, we go. Throw fireballs, we get in, get the hit, counter hit, go. Yeah, you know what, never mind. Kenji was definitely right. That is, like, standard set play for Fuqua. Ooh, okay, did the command grab a little bit too early. Stelsky, you tried to command grab to get around it. You also went to command grab. Weird. Clean that up, guys. Practice your timings. Delay your command grab just a little bit so it doesn't work out. I know Fuqua is all about just pressing buttons as fast as you can, but there are resets where you have to make very conscious delays for. Let's see. Okay. Alright, yep. You had the kill in mind, so you were able to do it. Good stuff. I feel like there was one more string that you missed in there, but that's okay. You might want to, like... That might have been a counter hit, and you might want to look into a counter hit combo, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm not seeing a lot of push box coming out of Stealthski either, which is actually surprisingly not something I've had to talk about today. Although I probably should have. I guess we just never really got to the point where it matters.
There've been much more fundamental problems than people not push blocking.
Yeah. Like Stealthski, like I noticed, like they're eating Lumen's pressure with like the the shadow overhead, and they're going low, or whatever. And like, if they block one thing, they should just be push blocking and then absolute guarding, so they don't get hit by the other.
Yeah.
Makes it so tough in this game, you know? And Skullgirls has a way to just block everything automatically. Use it.
I Stealthski, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, oh my god, Most, don't ready up. Pay attention to what's going on. There we go.
Alright. Thank you, Stealthski, for playing a game.
Man, so many anime profile pictures. Crank our VODs on? Probably. You never turn VODs off.
Yeah, VODs are always on.
Man, so you know how I streamed that one time you canceled just because like people wanted a stream?
Sure, yeah.
And so I turned excuse me. I turned VODs on and like literally like one dude like enters the call and like immediately doxes himself and I'm like, god damn it.
Oh my god.
And so like I have to like nuke the VOD after.
Unfortunate.
It's hilarious. I was like, yeah, Kenji can stream, yeah, sure. Immediately doxes himself.
Oops. Do you like realize it too? It's like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that or something? Or...
Yeah, I was like, dude, you just did that like on stream, and he was the one who asked for the stream.
Oh my god.
So what I did,
well,
I re-uploaded the VOD to YouTube and then nuked it and unlisted, and they're the only one with the YouTube link, so they can share it how they see fit.
Okay. I misspaced. You were misspaced, obviously. I think there's like a better option you can do there, so you can at least keep the corner if your opponent bursts.
Yeah, I mean, Mo's like kind of in like a pseudo character crisis. Like he plays the Mike Z shell, and then like he kind of wants to put Parasol in front. But the problem is like Bella's by far his best character. Like his band leaves a lot to be desired, as does his Parasol. But his Parasol's obviously like the newest.
I guess that's why he's playing the team, right? Like he wants to improve with it.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing left to see here.
Oh man, it's good food.
What you got?
Got muesli and blueberries. Classic. Wholesome as shit, man. Fucking, it's sunny outside. I'm fucking sticky with sweat, and I'm eating like healthy food. Reminds me of back when I was training hardcore. And Miss Solo Parasol is such a struggle.
It is tough. She's got a lot of neutral tools. She can definitely space things like that, but like things like that happen, right? Where it's like you make one bad call, you throw out a jumping hard punch, and then
whiff run up low, and then just did it again, and it worked the second time. So I was like, yeah, this Parasol set plays pretty bleh.
Yeah. So the thing about undizzy management, right, Mao? So like you're getting your opponent up to like a full undizzy and then going for resets. That's obviously not a good idea. You want to look for at least a combo route that's going to give you reset points earlier on. And the reason for that is obviously because you're going to get scaled all the way down to max if you reset at max undizzy. And also, once undizzy's maxed out, it doesn't drain right away after you do a reset. It takes 6 frames for it to drain. So if you have your opponent at max undizzy, you literally forcefully have to slow down your resets. Otherwise, you're not actually getting anything out of it.
Yeah, you have to leave a gap. Get reversal done. But the problem, again, it's solo Parasol, so this actually doesn't mean much.
Yeah, even with the 1.3 scaling, like...
And especially because you spent all your meter, so you can't snap now.
Yeah.
You totally punish that, and... Yeah,
reminder, block dashing is a thing. You actually could have been completely fine there. I know you wanted to move, but you gotta press light punch and medium punch on the same frame, got in the dash macro, and then immediately held back, and you would have been fine.
Assad, it sounds like you want to dox this guy. He's like, what did he say? How do I find it? What was the information? What's his social security number? Where does he live?
Cute, huh?
Since you asked so kindly, here you go. Here's your list.
Okay, yeah, that trades. Oh, mistimes the meaty grab. Yeah, and so yeah, like you really shut down fireballs with lock and load here.
Picks it up.
Oh, you're not using beat extend for the combo. He must just be more comfortable with it because obviously using lock and load in your combos is way better. Ooh, made you look. Caught him with the overhead. I got a tech grab. Yeah, trying to cheese him with a low and overhead string. Oh yeah, it's like decent push blocking, but the problem is like he has no way to mount this pressure back from himself because of the assists.
I like the dash pressure though. That was kind of cool.
Is like just tick resets. You see that, right? Like he can't really vortex. He doesn't really know how to vortex him.
With Parasol? Yeah.
Or get meaningful damage either, because like these have been pretty low damage combos. Like even this is like the lowest damage combo he could have gone for here.
I should go without saying for any Parasol on here, but Mao especially, you should really check out Penny's tech with Parasol. Penny's set play with Parasol is really, really clean and nice. And she's got some really good resets in there. So when you have your opponent at the corner, you're not just stuck like, you know, going for a tick reset kind of thing. That usually just means you don't know what you're supposed to do from that situation.
There's the mid-screen vortex, and then there's the corner vortex, and those cover you in like the majority of situations, especially at this level.
And like the corner one also like leads into the infinite burst bait, which is infamous and really, really good, and things like that. So if you want to go for your tick resets, you can always set up a really good burst bait.
Corner vortex is also just really strong. Like it's just a decent 4-way, 5-way.
And if you get a counter hit, you get like 10k, not 10k, like it's like 9k or something.
Yeah, like you have really strong burst out. And again, with this team, like also like you need to like having those two really basic vortexes and then like relatively optimized combos, especially if you can like get lock and load in there, like it's a big deal. Like that'll win you most things, especially because you can DHC into Bella.
Yeah. Balance, my advice to you is pick up a second character, because Parasol doesn't do damage. So even when you get the hit confirm, you're not going to be able to do much. In that situation specifically, you like struggle to even get the hit confirm, and a lot of that just has to do with like you're fighting another Parasol. Parasol versus Parasol is a nightmare of a matchup, so I don't blame you too much for that one. But it basically just means the first person to get the hit is going to win the game pretty much. The first person to shoot a tier is probably going to win the game. So on and so forth. But
one of you has a DP and an armored assist, like so you know how that's gonna go. Real. He's gonna IAD instant hop round start against a Peacock as Beowulf. This is very wishful thing.
So what is like the best thing to do as Beowulf round start? Because you don't really have fast moves or anything to chase down a Peacock.
I mean, you could kind of just try like you can react to if they're gonna shotgun and then do jump fears like that. Okay. You know, you do that to get around a DP. Also, getting the chair off early is not a bad idea in this matchup when you're full screen, because then you can threaten armor into arm from full screen.
That's a good point.
It's the reason that Bayo and Double are like consistently considered Peacock's worst matchups, right? Because they have full screen buttons that can actually just blow you up. And yeah, like you can just do this, which everyone struggles with. This won't work, I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate. Like any reasonable player, you are absolutely horrified at this point, so you just wait. There goes 80% of your band's health.
If you had better movement, you could punish that pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Also, you just have the timing down. You just know exactly when that kick's gonna come out, that last kick. So
you could have been running you could have been running forward way sooner than that.
Yeah, exactly.
See, also like situations like that, see that jump pierce was guaranteed at like, and you had the entire super flash to react. So at the very least, you could have converted that into Gregor, if not airball. Alright, we got failure resets. What do we got?
No, we're just gonna go into a full combo because we're playing the DHC, right? We're gonna go into this into.
Band's health?
No, we're not gonna DHC. What?
And we're not gonna tech either, which is like, I don't. Yeah, like that was.
I mean, you were right. Like DHC wasn't the best option because of all that red health, but like that was the only reason you would go into a full combo there.
That's like that's why you don't do the full combo there. It's so weird. And you got so lucky there that worked. Holy shit.
Philia is incredibly strong, even in the corner. Like she doesn't suffer the double problem where like her vortex can't let her cross up or anything like that. So you can still go ham on your opponent with resets. So pop off.
Yeah.
That works like 100% of the time.
Yeah, you're too close to be shooting gun. Oh my god, unblockable online. And yeah, I kind of get like why you're going for a hard read A-Train / Brass there. It's just not a good idea. And then yeah, you autopilot that string into Giant Step like the rest of us band mains do. We all do it. We all do it.
But after the Giant Step, he didn't actually get the link. Like the link is super easy afterwards if you use Giant
categorically
Step.
wrong. Like, it is just objectively the wrong thing to do. But we all do it. Not a single one of us doesn't do that.
Now says they don't.
But you definitely do. And weird enough, Mao gets caught by it the most out of any band I've played.
Oh, really?
He just gets caught with random, like, end of block string Giant Steps all the time. It's so weird. I was like, band players know that this exists. And it's, like, something you can
But band players also know that it's bad, I guess. So I feel like if a band player is more likely to get hit by it just because you know that you don't like it.
I do it all the time. And, like
I know, you do lots
player...
of shit you shouldn't do all the time and it works.
Yeah. That's also, that's if I am said to have a playstyle, it's, yo, this is the scrubbiest shit I've ever seen. That's,
yeah.
If I can be said to have a playstyle, it's that.
I do like the use of Axe Assist. I think that was actually a really, really smart decision from your side. Using it was good, but you weren't really using it to like apply more pressure and get a combo. You just kind of did it to set up another tier. So like, the idea is good, the plan isn't.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't. He could have picked. He could have killed Parasol there. Was that a misinput? Did he not do EX?
Not sure.
Oh, he'll get scooped. I don't. Yeah. There you go. Set up the taunt. And now this is Doomsday. Okay, he's got maybe one more reset before he's dead.
If he gets taken from Carrie's spawn to the corner, like, yeah, like, okay, no, now it's too late. It's unfortunate.
Oh, I just realized, Doc actually switched to what I consider the good team. I forgot of it. Yeah, he did do, but he's running H-Bomber, which I don't agree with.
Oh my
but yeah,
God.
he switched to double, and he was like, Kenji, am I playing the good team now? I'm like, it's not L-Bomber, so not yet, but you're closer. But yeah, so much better than the Peacock team.
Man, that's so. You get that's a guaranteed gigantic arm if your opponent presses crouching medium kick. I mean, I guess you're not supposed to pressure with crouching medium kick, right? Like that's
not a reaction, or so it's a tough as shit reaction. But yeah, they weren't full screen.
I mean, yeah, like it's so weird though because you get the he push blocked the first hit of crouching leg kick, and then just because Eliza went into crouching medium kick, like Dan Miss went into crouching medium kick, Doc was guaranteed a gigantic arm and a full combo off of that because they were close enough to the corner. Like,
yeah, I mean, doing crouching medium kick on Eliza is like a death sentence for like any character.
I see.
Like even on block, because even on block is 2 hits. It's 2 really slow hits, right? So it's free PBGC for literally any character.
Unfortunately,
which is Dan probably gets the most off of PBGCs than any other character in the game.
I guess you could have also card canceled in DP if you really wanted to. Gigantic Arm isn't super meaty. It's a little meaty, but not meaty enough to beat that out. So I guess you still had an option.
We're not going for Vortex here, or we're going for Burst Bait? Full and Dizzy resets, like, Parasol, not the wave, my guy.
On
oh my god,
what are you doing, Parasol especially.
What the fuck was that? He literally just, like, threw out 3 buttons during double raw tag and didn't punish.
Okay. Things. Oh, okay. He just stood there. I mean, I'm assuming he was like ready to block any sort of like bike guy super or whatever, bike super.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hard bait pillar, but you're double, you don't need to hard bait reversals.
Yeah. You are the most privileged character in the game. Just pop off.
Alright. So finally, Dan is finally getting a lead like the first time to set. Oh, you could have come down with a button, but okay. Oh, wasn't ready.
Yeah, not the best raw tag.
Yeah, he wasn't
your
ready
team doesn't really have good raw tags. Like that's not something you should even really consider as an option.
Oh, what is he doing?
There goes the meter.
not trying to grab
So you definitely
it.
didn't want to go below 2 meter. If you like went down to 2 meter, I'd be like, okay, you know what, that's okay. You usually want 3 meter because you have, you know, the reversal option. Your level 3 is your only way to really get out of pressure. But if you had 2 meter, you could have at least DHC'd into a bike super at some point in case you got into a tough spot. And saving that option is really, really important. You got the meter back, so it's not as big of a deal. But like, letting the skeleton rock that long is not the smartest thing.
Yeah, this band's gonna, I was about to say this band's about to guess. Matches at like mid-screen. And he gets out, I don't know how the fuck
Yeah, you needed to use Timpani there because you were closer than half screen, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, the Eliza didn't kill him for that brass, which is absurd. Right.
Unfortunate.
I'm waiting for third. See, like, he's like, look at him guess in neutral, like, so hard. And he's not getting punished for it. Eliza actually has the tools to punish all of these. Oh my god.
Eliza has an IED. His IED jumping hard punch. It's massive. It'll punish any sort of like grounded move.
IED medium kick even is faster.
Yeah, it's even better.
And now Eliza, he whiffed like 3 giant kicks and 2 A-trains and he didn't get punished once.
Oh, that was a lag spike.
Yeah. Oh, lag switching. Someone really wants to win. Yeah, it's not a great idea. You could have gotten grabbed out of that really easily. So damage, by the way, if you have control of the point character and they're parrying, you grab them. It's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a really bad parry to do.
The other thing is like, you normally only want to parry predictable pressure. And the thing is, it's not going to be predictable what your opponent's going to press as you're parrying level 3, right? Because your opponent's obviously going to YRC it. So from that situation, parrying was a bad option. Also, you had enough health that parrying actually did more damage to you than good. You weren't reducing the damage you were taking. You should have just blocked it. Which is weird to say, because you never want to really be blocking in Skullgirls, but especially not against a Parasol. But like, in that situation, you were just kind of checkmating yourself. You took more damage and put yourself into lethal range while making yourself grab vulnerable. Damn, just saying they need a keyboard. What? What are you playing on? I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that. Like, I've heard people say, like, I need a pad, I need a new pad, I need a fight stick, I need a hitbox, whatever. I don't think anyone says, like, God damn, I need a keyboard. You play on keyboard. Oh, so you need, like, a new keyboard to keep playing. Okay, that's fine. I hope you're at least using hitbox notation and not wastbox, but that's up to people, I guess.
Yeah, you can play however the fuck you want.
It's just objectively worse to play with the WASD notation, other than the fact that it makes more sense compared to other video games. Yeah, but like, it's just slower. Like, you're just guaranteeing you're gonna have to lift a finger up and move it to another key.
Nah, what you do is you have the weird claw going on so that your thumb is on.
Ew.
So my thumb is on S, and then the other 3 fingers.
Gotta make sure both hands get that carpal tunnel.
Dude, nah, it's lit.
Alright. Well, that was the last match of the evening.
A word?
That's actually surprising. That we actually stayed under 2 hours with that many games. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. And I don't think anyone was a no-show. I think everyone showed up. That's pretty awesome. Good work, guys.
Thank you guys for being on time, not taking forever. Yeah, that's a testament to you guys more than us, so thanks.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like, that's definitely not a normal occurrence on the stream, very sadly. So, I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you all so much for participating. Hopefully, I will see you all next week with more things to work on. As always, please, please, please remember, if you feel unsatisfied with the advice we gave, tell us, and we will give you better advice and or more advice. There was a lot of times where we could have said some complex stuff. We just didn't, simply because we didn't think it was going to be valuable to you. Like, a lot of the players we saw early on just need to focus on a B&B, right? Telling them anything else was just going to be a waste of their time. So things like that. Yeah, like, there are plenty of things that we have to tell you that we haven't said. So, you know, just let us know if you really want anything more, and we can spew our thoughts. But other than that, thank you guys for participating. Thank you, Kenji, for co-hosting. I appreciate the help. It's tough to do this many matchups when you're just solo commentating. You know, really, you're not going to shout out your SoundCloud. I just assumed you were going to shout out your SoundCloud again. You just kind of stayed quiet.
I did. Okay, SoundCloud.com/KenTheG. You know what it is. You know the deal. Cream the product. You know.
After like 50 of these, like, one out of like, there's going to be one person who like goes there and just sees the one song you got. Or do you have 2 now? I think it's just 2.
There's 2, but one's more of a joke song. But
Got it.
But I just wanted to show it to a friend of mine, and like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but yeah, there's one song on there, so yeah, peep the set.
Yeah, if you like what we do here, and you want to apply the skills that you're practicing, sign up for our tournament. That is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, etc. But if you're just here for the advice, do not fret. We do go live every Saturday, every Saturday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, my brain's tired. All right, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. I am the Crank Machine. With me is Kenji. Have a nice day. Y'all are great. Peace.